Pronouns in English grammar. So children, a pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun or noun phrase. For example, Ria is a clever girl. She stood first in her class. So children, you can see in this sentence that instead of using Ria everywhere in the sentence, the words like she and her are used. So these are the pronouns. So children, let's read the following sentences. I am clever. You are clever. He or she is clever. We are clever. They are clever. So in these sentences, the words like I, we, you, he or she, they are called as personal pronouns because they stand for different persons. Now children, I and we stand for the first person. So, first person denotes or means the person or the persons speaking. You is for the second person. So, second person denotes the person or persons spoken to. That is a second person. He, she, they are the third person. So, children, the third person denotes the person or persons spoken of. For example, are you coming to our wedding? And the second example is, they are joining us. So children, in the example A, you can see we have you. So you is the second person. That means the first person is asking the second person if he or she is coming for the wedding. So you is the second person that is spoken to. In the same sentence we have are, O-U-R. So in this sentence, are is the first person that is speaking. In the second sentence, we have they. So in this sentence, they is the third person that is spoken of. So they is not the first person and not the second person, but it is the third person. So children, now let's do kinds of pronoun. So first is personal pronouns. It refers to persons speaking, spoken to, and spoken about. So children, there are a number of personal pronouns like I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. For example, she is very pretty. So in this sentence, we have she as the personal pronouns. Second one is the interrogative pronouns. It refers to a pronoun that introduce a question. So in this, the words like who, what, which, whom, whose are the interrogative pronouns. For example, who is at the door? So in this, we have who, that is an interrogative pronoun. Third one is the relative pronouns. This refers to pronouns that are used to connect sentences. There are certain words that are relative pronouns like who, whom, whose, which, that, whoever, what, whomever, whatever, and whichever. For example, I found the ring that was lost. So children, in this sentence, you can see that is connecting the sentence. So that is why that is a relative pronoun. Fourth one is the demonstrative pronoun. It is used to point out something specific within a sentence. So the words like those, that, this, and these are demonstrative pronouns. For example, these are my friends. So in this sentence, you can see these is the demonstrative pronoun. That means it is pointing out that these are my friends. Fifth one is the distributive pronoun. These are pronouns that point out to persons, place, or things one at a time. The words like each, either, every, neither are distributive pronouns. For example, neither of you will go out to play. So children, you can see that the word neither is pointing out to the persons. Okay, that is many, more than one. So neither is the distributive pronoun. Sixth one is the reflexive pronoun. It is used to show that the subject of the sentence is receiving the action of the verb. The words like myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves are some of the reflexive pronouns. For example, she cooked the food herself. So, you can see herself is the reflexive pronoun. So, it is showing the action that is being taken out by the subject. So, in this sentence, the subject is she. Seventh one is the intensive or emphatic pronoun. It is used only to place emphasis on the subject. So the words like myself, herself, yourself, yourselves, himself, itself, themselves, and ourselves are some of the words of emphatic or intensive pronouns. So children, you might be thinking that these words are similar to reflexive pronouns. But children, you need to keep one thing in mind, that the reflexive pronouns are different. They act different and are placed next to the subject that they are emphasizing. But the emphatic pronouns are used only to place on the subject, whereas the reflexive pronouns are showing the action that is taken out by the subject. For example, she herself cooked the food. So you can see we have the subject she, and just beside that we have the emphatic pronoun, that is herself. So that is why herself is the emphatic or intensive pronoun. Eighth one is reciprocal pronoun. It is used to refer to a mutual set of people. The words like each other, each others, and one another are the words for reciprocal pronoun. For example, they love each other a lot. So in this, each other is the reciprocal pronoun. The ninth one is the possessive pronouns. It shows ownership. Words like his, its, ours, yours, hers, mine, and theirs are possessive pronouns. For example, the book is mine. So in this you can see mine is showing the ownership. That is why it is a possessive pronoun. The 10th one is indefinite pronoun. It refers to an unspecified person, place, thing, or idea. Words like all, anyone, many, some, and someone are the words for indefinite pronouns. For example, there are many children in the school. So in this, we have many. That is the indefinite pronoun. Okay, children, with this we have completed with the explanation. Let's do some exercise. Pick out the pronouns and state its kind. First sentence, he is my best friend. So, the pronoun is he and the kind is personal pronoun. Second, I myself wash my clothes. So, in this we have I as the personal pronoun and myself as the emphatic pronoun. Next, I hurt myself while shaving. So in this, we have I as the personal pronoun and myself as the reflexive pronoun. So children, you can see in the second and the third sentence, we have myself acting as two different kinds of pronoun. In the first sentence, you can see that myself is just beside the subject I. That is why it is an emphatic pronoun. Whereas in the third sentence, myself is placed after the verb or the action taken place by the subject. So that is why in the third sentence, myself is a reflexive pronoun. Next sentence, each of the boys was given a present. In this, we have each, that is the distributive pronoun. Next sentence, that is the red fort. In this, we have that is pointing out. So, this is a demonstrative pronoun. Next sentence, none of his poems have been translated into English. So, in this, we have none. That is a indefinite pronoun. Okay, children. With this, we have completed with pronouns. Thank you for listening, children. Take care.